Array in JavaScript is a special type of linear data structure. In a single variable, we can hold multiple value like that, and this is our array, and it holds just three values, just apple, banana, and cherry. And our name of our array, it is fruits, and you can give it any name, and we can easily get the total length of our array by fruits dot length. And in array, so every array has the property called length, and using this property in array we can get length of our array number. So I am Ashikur, and in the whole video I will discuss about some important array method in JavaScript. So for that, I have just initialized a new Node.js app for array methods in JavaScript. So here is our package.json, and this is the script command. In a script, we have just given a start command to node was index.js. So whenever we will make changes, then it will just keep alive our server every time. That's why we have used was flag. Now we will dive into deep. This is our elements of array, but you can give like a number, is string, or boolean, or object is true. You can take just number, string, boolean, object in array. So now our array, every item has unique index. So and the array index is start from 0. So this apple is on is our array in index 0 number index, and the banana is 2 number index in our array. So if we would like to get like 0 number index value in our array, so we can get easily something like that. So fruits and third bracket 0, that means we are getting 0 number index from this array. So in our array, 0 number index is value is apple, and our 1 number index value is banana. So I have told you before that our array start indexing from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the 6 item, and our index will be 0, 5. Now we will learn some important array methods. So just see, we are logging console. So we can add element in our array with push method. So we can add element in our array, int of our array with push method, something like fruits dot push, and just orange. Okay, and it just returns 4. So array dot push is just take a number of items and it will return. So append new elements to the end of an array and returns the new length of the array. So our array length initially is 3, and we are pushing the orange this element at the last of our array, and it will be pushed on our array in this index or this place. So now we will be just log cs fruits, just fruits. Now we have 4 items, and with push method we can add any type of element in our array with int of our array with push method. So, and it just returns the number of new length. So now we'll discuss about push and fruits dot pop method. So it will just remove the last element of our array. So which is our last element, and just return the cropped or sliced element from our array. So it is just returning a series, and in our array just has two items now for apple and banana, and series is removed. So push method, using push method with JavaScript array, we can just add element the int of an array, and with pop method we can remove last element of our array. So remove the last element from an array that returns it, and it will return that which element is removed from our array. If the array is empty or undefined, is returned and the array is not modified. So now we'll just fruits. So in our array has just two items. This is the first two item, and our last item is just popped. So we can just remove last element of our array using pop method. Maybe banana. Okay, it will just remove the last element of our array. And now we will discuss about map method. So now we will discuss about shift and unshift method in array. So using unshift method, so unshift and shift method is opposite of push and pop. So like with unshift method we can add element in an array at the first of our array. So unshift orange fruits, and just look at our, it returns just a new length of our array, and it is logging just orange is added at the first of our fruits array. So using push method you can add elements in the at the last of our array or end of our array, and unshift method used to add element at the first of our JavaScript array. And here we have another method called unshift. So with this method we can remove first element of our array. So our first element is apple. So shift and pop, they are opposite. With shift we can remove first element of our array, and with pop we can remove last element of our array. And with push method we can add last or end, we can add new item the end of our array. And with unshift method we can add at the first or at the top of our array. So this is the difference between shift and unshift or push and pop method. So now we will discuss about this forEach method in JavaScript. So for that we can just fruits. So with forEach method we'll get every item in an array. So if you just, okay, I'm just minimize this, and array dot And you will find a lot of methods in built-in methods in an array like that, but we don't need every item in our real world use cases. So most of the time we need like push, pop, shift, unshift, or join method, every, sum. So we'll discuss later. Now we are just using forEach method. So we'll get every item on a callback like elim. So we'll get every element and just clg, and it will return nothing. Just elm, and now element our so without using for loop we can do like that. We can get element, something like that, and it just iterate over 3 times based on our item length, and we are able to get just every item. And it is just first time when it is just loop, then it logs apple, then it's just loop again and banana, then cherry, and it is logged on our console, and we can, and it will return nothing. And suppose we have multiple images from client to server, so we need to push it on AWS or Cloudinary or any cloud provider to store our images on cloud storage. So we can use it like images.forEach, and we can like here we can give our functionality. We will able to get every item in with forEach method, then we will able to execute any functionality in here. So it will return nothing, we will get element, and we can do something in here. So this is forEach method in JavaScript. Now we will discuss about just map method. So elm array dot map const result. Okay, now clg that's result. Okay, so array.map it will return just new array based on this condition. So it will transform over every element and return new array. So we can do something like element into element, suppose to id, and so this is element, and we will able to get like index I, that means index. So we will return new array I, and now and our element. Okay, just look at this, it is just returning that object of array. So first time it is just we are transforming every element with map method, and first time our index is 0 and item is apple, that's why it is set on our array as like that as an object. And second time it is just set in our array to in array is transformed like that, and third time it is just transformed, our index is 2 and our element is 3. So how cool is that? And you can do anything, it will just transform over every element and return new array. Suppose you have multiple numbers, and you need to calculate a number like 2, 2 into I into 2. Oh, we are getting, so first time our index equal to 0, so 0 into 2 is 0. Second time I is 1, so our index is 1, so index I into 2 is 2. Or you can just calculate something like that, 4, 6, 5 and 6. Just we will able to get element, and we need to multiply over every element in our array. So we can multiply over every element, something like that. So we are multiplying over every element, and we are transforming, it is returning a new array with our transformed values. So 4, 10 and 12. So this is the map method. It will just return new array, transform over every element. So now we'll just check filter method. So based on this condition, it will return a specific element based on their condition. So elim greater than 2. So our every element is greater than 2, but if we give greater than 5, so which element in our array is greater than 5? So it is yes, you are guessed right, it is the 6. So our result is 6. So based on our condition, it will return just new array. But why we don't use it map method in here? Because if we use map method, then it will just return true or false. But we can do it by conditionally, like we can do it by transforming. So map method will transform over every element and return new element, and if you give just condition with map method, you will give values like that, just false, true. That's why for conditional case, you most of the time you don't need use map method. You should use like filter method. So we are able to get the exact element which is greater than 5. So this is, in this case, it is 5 or 5. So element equals to 5 or greater than 5. So 5 and 6 we are getting. So you can play it. So now we will use sum method of our array. So sum method, so it will just select just one item or sum any item will match based on our condition. It will just return true. So element greater than 5 element. So we can give like any condition. So elim equal to 6. Okay, it will be true. 7, no, false. So based on our condition, it will just return true or false if match with any condition, with match any element, or with match any condition based on any value in our array. So it will just return true or false if match with this condition, or you can use any condition in here. So now we will discuss about every method. So every method is opposite of sum method, and our every element should be matched. So element equal to 5 dot every, and you can hover it what it will take. So it will return this number, and it will take this predicate, value and index, and we have this 3 values like array of numbers. So because we are using an array of numbers, so this is, so determine when all members of array satisfy the specified test. So whenever it will just array dots of every elim, we'll get every element, and elim equals to 5. Suppose you need this every method most of the time in your real world scenario, or some method or every method, so it can be used frequently. Just clear your mind about that. So based on their condition, it must be match every element is, so just since every element is 5. Oh, now it is true. So every element, based on this condition, every element is 5. So if we don't give any condition, okay, so it is returning errors undefined. So we must be used like that, and you can read this. Oh, so now, so we have learned every sum, and now we will learn the reduce method of our array. So for that we will use to reduce element. No, so this is our accumulator total, this is our accumulator, and this is number, and it has just it is a callback function that accept the previous value, that is the where we have named it just total, and this current value whenever our reduce method will be iterate over every item. So this is the current value which over we are just mapping or reducing, and we have just current index, the current value and current index of the iterating value, iterating index, and we'll get an array, and it will return just, so in this case it will return number, but you can use for string, boolean, or object, or anything else. So you will find lot of real world scenario documentation, just test it out, but most of the time it needs to just remember previous calculation and return a calculation like total. So first of all, at the last of array, our total, we need to give this default value for this total. So you can give it any name, you can give element, or you can give any name. So third element will get index, and at the last in our callback we will get like a new array. So this exact array maybe we will be get, so we don't need it. So we need this total plus element. Okay, our result is 15. So how cool is that? Suppose you need to calculate in an array, so or large number of array with something like that, and this is the accumulator, and it can remember the previous value whenever the array is iterating, or just calculation is not completed, and we are getting just every element. So our first time our total, so this is a default value, so you can use default value 0, or suppose you need to another calculation, you can use like default value is object, array, or anything else. So now our first time our total, you can give it any name, our accumulator or total, our default value is 0, and so 0 plus 5, so it will be 5, and now our total value is 5 on the second time, and now it is iterating second time, and 5 plus 5 it will be 10, and now our total value is 10, and now our total value is 10 plus third time it will be just another 5, this is another 5, and 10 plus 5 it will be 15. So you can give just multiple number, just 4, it will be 90. So how cool is that? Just we can calculate or reduce over array with reduce method. So now we will, okay, sorry for that. Now we will discuss about find method. So find method will be return only first element. So we have just element or value and our index. So this is index, and if when you will hover, then you will you can read this documentation which is actually happened in here. So we will get every element, and this is our current index of our element, and we'll get the first element of our array from based on this condition. So 2, 3. So we have, so with filter method, if we give this same functionality or same logic, we have greater than 3, we have multiple like 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. We have just 4 items if we use filter method. But find method will return just first element with just our criteria or our matched condition. Just it will return just first element of our array. So just make sure that filter and find are not same. It will, filter will be return like if we use filter here, so why we cannot use filter here? So filter will return multiple elements based on this condition, and find just return first element just based on this condition. So element greater than 3, so it is just so our first element is 5, so greater than 3, first element 5 in our array, so it is returning just 5. So here we have another method called findIndex. So findIndex, we can give a value called, so findIndex method return the index of the first element in the array where the predicate is true. Return the index of the first element in the array where predicate is true, and if not matched, then it will return just -1. So it is just predicate just 4. Oh sorry, 4. Oh sorry, we need to use like 4 equals to, oh sorry, element equals to 4. So the array start indexing from 0, 1, 2, and array on the third number index we have element, this element in the third number index. So if we give this 5, so we are getting just so it will just return the first element, the base first index of based on this criteria or condition. So we have 5 in the multiple items or multiple index, that's why 5 is first timely matched on the 0 index, that's why it is just returning 0 on our result. So now we will use add.sort method. So that's add.sort, we can sort ascending descending. So in this case by default it will sort like 4, 5, like we can take any number 2, 1, 7. So now our array is ascendingly sorted, just 1, 2, 4, 5 and 7, and add.sort just give -1. Oh maybe what it will take. So sort an array in place this method mutates the array and returns a reference to the same array, something like that. Here they are providing an example. Oh, sorry. So if we give a b a minus b, now it will be, and you can sort by b minus a. Now it is descending. It is now sorted on descending order. So this is our, so it has this compare function, and a and b both are number, and it will just sort ascending and or descending. So this is the basic sort method. By default it will be just ascending, like it will be sorted ascending by default if we use array.sort, and you can give condition like that. Or suppose you have a object, you can sort by date or created date or updated date or anything else that you want. So now we will learn array.reverse. So array.reverse just reverse our array, like this is start to end, and our result is end to start. So our array is reversed. So this is nothing, it is just reverse our array. So here we have another method called slice, and in slice we need to pass, we can slice our array, and we need to pass first element and first index where we will start slicing, and last index just 1. Now it returns just sliced items, so fruits, and maybe we need to give a different number here, 1, 2, 12, 4 and 7. Okay, fruits, okay, we have made a mistakes in here. So now our fruits array we have just 8 items in fruits array, but our result is just it is sliced. So our 0 index, this is 0 index, and so it just takes return a copy of a section of array for both start and end. Or negative index can be used to indicate an offset from the end of the array. For example, -2 refers to the second to last element of our array. So that means -2 means this element will be removed. So -1 to be just removed, just to give this 7 2. That means we are just slicing over just -2, just 1 and 7. So this 2 item is sliced, and we are getting this result, and our fruits is unchanged. So just 1, 2, 2. So this is one index, so this is starting index, and this is 2. So before 2 it is just 34. We have just one item that is just sliced, and in our result we are getting the from one index, and this is in index, it will be before 67. So this is 0 index, 1 index, and this is 2 index. So we'll get before the 2 index from 1 index. So this is 34. So we are getting this 34. So we can search in an array with index of method, something like index of last index of 12. Okay, we don't need fruits to log anymore. So our 12 is index on the 0 index. So return the index of the first occurrence of a value in array, or -1 if it's not present. Suppose we need first 13. No, our 13 is not present in our array, that's why it is just returning -1. So now we can use includes method. So by searching, like, if any item is exist based on this criteria. It's 12. No, it is true. 13. No, false. So array.includes determines what there, and array includes a certain element returning true or false as appropriate. So it just includes. If this item is includes or matched in our array, then it can be a string or anything else, and it will matched, then it will just return true. So we have, in the last, we will use this two method, is array dot each array. Okay, not full dot, so it is array dot each array fruits. It is true. So we can check so our given value is a array or not. So if we make it as a string, it is not array. So suppose we have an value and we need to check if value is an array, then we need to do something, or else we need to do just to return errors or nothing. So you can check your accepting value in your real world scenario is array or not. So you can do something. So here we have like another method called fruits. We will see that last array.add just index array.add 0. Not, it is just 2. So this is a string method, it is not array method. So 4. Okay, and array.toIndex fruits.add returns the item located at the specified index. So we are passing to a number index. So in the one number index in our array has just this item. So you can test it out. It is very simple. So first of all, we have used push method to add element end of our array, and pop to remove last element from our array, and unshift for adding element in the first of our array, and shift for removing element from the first of our array. So push, pop, and shift, unshift is opposite each other. And for map, we can transform values of our array, and filter based on condition. We can return new array based on the condition, but we cannot use condition with map. If we use, then it will just return boolean values. Or we can use find method to get just matched, based on this criteria we can get just first item of our array. So we can reverse it. We can now how to sort array, how to get length of our array, how to get specific index of our array. So fruits, clc fruits, okay, fruits dot length of -1. Okay, 2. We are now able to get the last element of our array, but we can, without do it, we can just use pop method. So we are easily get it with pop method, so it will just return. We need to use something like that. We can easily get like that, or you can use array.length -1. That means it will just return the last element of our array. So this is it, and it is simple. So you can use any type of data. You can use like object name of AWebCode. Please subscribe to improve AWebCode. So it is just removed. We can push, you can pop, you can do anything. So this is basic operation of our array. So you can initialize your this project. You need to just install the ban in your you need to install Node.js in your machine, and you need to initialize just npm init -y. Then it will generate just package.json, and you need to give this new state command like that node, and you can use was flag, and it will just keep alive your server, and you don't need to start again and again your server. And you can give any name here, but must be matched in with here. So you can give any name and just pass this exact file name in here for watching this file. Whenever the file will be changed, then you will be able to see the output immediately without restarting again and again. So this is it. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to get more videos like that.